cool. It's not all that big, but holy buckets. It's not when I get in the net. And where's Wabesa though? Come here, buddy. We got him. There we go. Look at that. Awesome. 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 Okay. Alrighty. 34-inch musky. Like Wabesa Madison. It's cool. It's actually the biggest muskie I've ever caught, which is kind of crazy, but it's one of my goals this year is to get a bigger one. Let's let him go. What's up everybody, Brian Baker here with Hunt Fish Camp. We are fishing a Bass Federation tournament on the Madison chain of lakes in Madison, Wisconsin. It's an area that I really haven't fished for 15 years maybe, and even when I did, was before I really fished tournaments. We just would go out and go fishing. So we'll take you through, I'll go through a little short version of pre-fishing in this video, just some of the fish catches that I had in there, and then we'll jump into the tournament. At the end, I will show you exactly what baits I used in the tournament, what worked, and I'll even talk about where I fished and what we found and why the things that we used worked. So stick around. Hopefully you enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe, add a comment. Enjoy reading those. If you fish that area, maybe you can give me some advice, because we had a good time fishing, but not the results I needed. So yeah, let's get to it. Pike. You broke the blade off my spinnerbait yet. Getting bigger, but not much. There we go. Nice big thick pike. That's a thick one. That's what we caught him on. Really good tip for anyone of you other fishing. I know it's windy, I might have to voice this over, but we are fishing where the wind is blowing up onto a point. And though it is kind of frustrating to control the boat and all that, well, not hard. You throw big moving baits. It's not a big bait, but I'm fishing for bass. Moving baits though, and usually the big fish are feeding in those areas. So, okay, well, at least a keeper. And this is a cool looking fish. Yeah, both sides, no spots. So if we catch him again, we'll know. Catching him on a swim jig. Okay, here we go. There's Dan. And we are fishing the Bass Federation tournament on the Madison chain this morning. So pre-fishing a little bit. It was blowing 20 miles an hour, which 20 mile an hour winds with gusts higher than that. It was windy. And today it's gonna be essentially perfectly calm. So today we're just gonna go fishing. So let's go see what happens. I'm bringing along. If we get on some fish, we'll show you what we're using and hopefully help you get out and catch some fish. Let's rock and roll. Bass.
That's right. Both sides do hold fish.
Yeah. Well, only the one side so far. You gotta catch one on that side. We got a bass. He is too small, but I'm gonna measure him just in case. 13 and a half.
Ain't big enough on either side.
There's no way this is gonna be a bass.
Never know.
Right. Lots of these today.
This we go each time, and then that we don't get.
Nope.
Good one.
More pike.
Bass?
Yeah, I got him though.
That's a keeper.
still.
Ooh, he's close.
Happy there was one back here, but
Yeah.
that is too small.
Is that a bass?
That's a pike. Pike. More pike.
About 5-6 feet of water. He's close, by God.
He makes it. He's pretty little.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's not close.
Yep.
13 and a half. Little bass. Boat was like trying to keep up, and I slipped off my crank. And, oh, what a fiasco! He is not big enough though. It looks big if I put him close to the camera.
You're in the bass. What the heck?
Yeah.
Wrong school, though.
Yep. It's a great school fish. Little bass. Oh no. It's a good bass. Maybe.
It is.
Not good enough, but it's a bass.
Oh, so you better measure him.
I will measure him just to be safe. There we go. We got another one. Not big enough. They're all. We got one. Told you, man. Holy cow. We got the tiniest one in the live well ever. Pike.
Well, what the hell?
Whew, finally catching some. Using the Creegee Panic. Awesome swim jig. Oh, let it go, let it go, let it go. Let it down. Deep. Think he likes that swim jig? Baby bass.
I don't think it'll be long enough.
Baby pike. Ouch.
There he is, number 5.
He's not gonna make it.
Boy, he's good.
Holy cow, I have 5. They're the smallest 5 ever, but I have 5. up over some lily pads, and he swirled behind the pads, so I dropped it on the other side. I just waited, but
Whack-a-mole.
yeah, well then when it's like, oh, apparently he's not there. I started re up slack and then realized my line was moving. See?
Hey, that's the right color.
That's the right color. He's not.
And he's only shorter on the one end.
Yeah. We're still catching bass. That's good. It's always a good feeling though when you get bit, miss it, and then you're able to like poke around and get it. Wacky worm. It's really good follow-up bait. Definitely touches. Look at that! We called this little guy out. Hooray! Fish number one. Little.
5 little.
Fish number two. Dude, also little one.
58.
Number three. Oh, number four, that's my big one.
Monster.
Still not. And fish number 5. And the Goingler Dan has 4 fish, I think, right?
Yep.
Same size as
Yep.
mine, I think.
We had to measure every fish we caught.
Yep, squeakers. Let's go see what they weigh. Alrighty, we are back. Tournament's over. Ended up weighing 8.22 pounds for 5 fish. That might be the smallest 5 fish limit I've ever weighed. And it put me somewhere in the middle of the pack out of the boats that are in there, so it was fishing really, really tough. I obviously did not find the right bites that I needed for this tournament, and went a long time all morning while it was calm, caught a few pike and was putzing around with a wacky worm and not catching them. Just was tough. And then the last couple hours the wind picked up, and then I knew what to do. I knew where I could go to catch a Monona swim jig, and so ended up in Upper Mud Lake and just floating through the shallow flats. There was 3 feet of water at most, through the weeds and little holes in the weeds, and pitching a swim jig around and working that. I knew I could get bites that way, and I did. We caught a ton of fish, and just enough keepers to get me through the day, but didn't find any big fish, hoping to get lucky there. So baits that we use. So the number one thing that I used, and really the only thing, was the swim jigs. This is a Creegee Panic swim jig. If you want to check these out, actually go to creegeefishing.com. I now have a 10% code for you, so HFC10. You can go use that and save 10%, which is pretty cool, because I use Creegee jigs a lot, because they're awesome. And the one kind of key thing here is it's a bluegill spawn, so I wanted something shorter profile, and then I'm using the twin-tailed, the Rage grub there, and rigging them vertically, so not flat. So a little bit different than how it normally goes, but paddle tail, I did use some of that as well, and that seemed to work too. So 3/8 ounce jig is what I was using. I probably could have got away with a quarter, but when the wind's blowing, it sometimes gets tough because I'm trying to cast into the wind is definitely better than not, and they were hitting it. So that's really it. I did throw wacky worm a little bit, follow-up bait, fish would miss it, and I threw wacky worm out, caught one. I threw it around a little bit more, I caught a few dinks, but not much else going on. It was a tough tournament, but
hopefully you enjoyed watching. Hopefully this helps you out a little bit. If you're around the Madison chain, get out there on a breezy day, throw a swim jig around during that bluegill spawn, see if you can catch some bass that way. Let me know how you do. And if you know where the big fish live down there too, let me know that, because I have no idea. Definitely did not find those this week. I hear there are big ones there, but I didn't see any. So hopefully I come down there again sometime and get redemption. We'll see. Till next time, get out, catch some fish.
I got myself really good. No. That's not what you want. Taking a bait off the hook and it slipped and the pressure of the rod sprung it right into my finger. Awesome. Oh, I wasn't even recording. Or bite.